Hey everybody. So, first of all, a little disclosure, my kids are right behind me. So if I get interrupted, I'm just letting you know now. But, with this all-in challenge that's going on right now and all these people that are joining us for their first challenge for some, I thought it'd be great to do just a quick little training on what do you do to be a good AdvoCare coach? How do you help them along? I was talking to CJ on our team last night, and we were just talking about how important it is just to kind of get back to basics and really give somebody a really good experience with this. I remember when I was first introduced to AdvoCare 3 years ago, I just signed up under somebody random. I did that whole challenge by myself, and I remember so badly I wanted people to ask questions to. I wanted to celebrate my little milestones with someone. I just wanted someone else there to experience what I was experiencing, and there was no one. And what a different thing we have set up now with this hands-on group that we have. And that Facebook group was created, gosh, I think 2 years, there's Shane, 2 years ago now. And that was with Samantha, who was on our team. And we were just thinking, what can we do to make this more interactive? And I remember from the start of that, there was maybe 15 of us, and we were swapping recipes and, encouraging each other. And it started to slowly grow. And that's because of all of you inviting other people to it. But I remember so well, somebody who's been doing AdvoCare longer than us said to me, wow, what a great idea, but you're just creating a lot more work for yourself. It's so time consuming to coach people through the challenge the way you guys are. And first of all, it really wasn't that time consuming. But second of all, that's probably one of the qualities of our team that I respect the most, is how much time that you guys have spent coaching people and really giving them the experience in this that they deserve. If they're going to invest in you to be the person that they're signing up with and they want to do this challenge, we should give them the attention that they need, and just to let them know that somebody believes in them. They always say in AdvoCare, we build champions, but I know that stems from we build relationships. And that 24 days of coaching somebody along is a chance to, build their trust, let them know that you believe in them, give them encouragement, and to see what will happen from days 24 and beyond. That really comes from that attention you gave them to those 24 days. So I don't want you to think this becomes a full-time job of coaching someone along once they sign up with you, but I do think that you need to give them some attention and really show them the way to do this. And I was going to do this video after talking to CJ on our team last night, because we were just kind of talking about the different ways that people help their challengers along. And this is kind of basic for some of you. I mean, a lot of you have been doing this long enough. You have your own maybe system of doing it. So I just thought that this would be good for either the brand new distributor, or maybe somebody, or maybe if you've been doing this a while, just to hear kind of what I do when I get somebody new who joins us, and what I really think has been the foundation for how we've built our business, just starting with that 24-day challenge. So I kind of wanted to just quickly do a training on and what you do when somebody signs up with you. So first of all, you'll see if you get an order from somebody that you get a CAP email sent to you, cap order at info@advocare.com, and that will come through saying that somebody's ordered from you. What do you do when you get that email? I would hope that you don't just let it be and look at it and say, great, they bought from me, because that's not what this is about. When someone buys something from you, the job is not done. That is when you begin giving them what they've sought out in talking to you, and why you inspired them to buy this. So what I always do is I immediately either send an email, call, if it's someone local, text, say, I'm so excited for you, but reach out to them. As soon as they purchase, reach out to them. Let them know that you're so excited for them. In the email, ask their goals, see how they've been, ask, what their expectations are. Let them know that you're going to be there for them. I also always include the 24-day tips for the 24-day challenge. I don't know if you've seen this blog post I did, but a while ago, people in our Facebook group, when there was a small group of us, we created a list of our top 24 tips for the 24 days to get the most of it. So I always include a link to that. That'll help so they don't ask a lot of the basic questions like, how do I get the fiber drink down? Or how do and everything that people ask when they first get started, it's included in that tip blog post. I always include a measurement tracker sheet. This is something that they can print out. This is what I was given when I first started. I did receive that, and I tracked my inches, my before inches, and I took a picture of myself, the red shirt picture that I know a lot of you have seen. And then it was a really easy way to put your after measurements. Always encourage your people to take before pictures. I know it's not comfortable, but they will be so thankful that they have something that they can see their progress. So encourage them to take their pictures. Then I include the food suggestions guideline. So I don't know if you have a copy of that, but if you go to the challengers group, under the files tab, it says food suggestions guideline. I send that to people. Yes, they're gonna get a daily guide, but I think the way we run our 24-day challenges is a little more strict than other groups do, completely eliminating dairy. There's no alcohol or coffee in small amounts. There's none. We also say complex carbs in moderation, less in the 10-day portion, a little bit more as you go into the max phase. This is all in that food suggestions guideline that you can include. So email introduction, welcome them, ask what their goals are, include the tips for the 24-day challenge, include the measurements guideline tracker sheet, and include the food suggestions guidelines. If you don't have those, just message me and I'll send them to you, but they are under the files tab in both our groups, I believe, Sparkheads and the Challengers group. So just welcome somebody. Also, ask if they want to be part of our Facebook group. That Facebook group is for all of you. We've got our Pinterest recipe board at the top. We have people that will answer questions right on the spot. We have daily meal plans, or weekly meal plans, thanks to Brianna. I mean, she puts these together. They're such a great resource for people to see what others are eating throughout the week. Once we start on the 1st, I'm going to go back to kind of the old way we used to do things and do a daily check-in. Say, what day are you on? What are you eating today? Not everybody participates in the group, but I will say the majority of people watch, and they use it as a resource to encourage them and to find ways to get their questions answered. So invite people to the group. That is for all of you. And just so you know, Sparkheads is just for distributors only. So if someone becomes a distributor, that's for them. The Challengers group is just for people that are on the 24-day challenge. So yes, invite them to the group. And then really important step is ask what day they're starting, because this is what I wanted to go over with you all that I've been doing, because I was talking to CJ last night, and it can get overwhelming to have people on challenges that are starting at different dates. And even if you have two people joining you on a challenge and maybe you're all starting on different dates, how do you follow up with them? How do you keep track of what day they're on when it's hard enough to even know what you're doing and what day you're on? So this is what I do, and I suggested this to CJ last night, and that's why I wanted to share this video, because in my mind maybe it was a simple thing, but come to think of it, I actually just started doing it maybe 6-7 months ago because I was losing track of what day people were getting started. So what I do is I am an old school planner type. Thanks to Brianna, she told me to get the Passion Planner. I love this thing. If you guys don't have a paper planner, I'm not saying to get it, because I know some people love using their iPhones. I am so techie. I love all my gadgets, but when it comes to my calendar, I love paper planners. So this Passion Planner is awesome. People use the Erin Condren planners. I used to have a plum paper one that I love too. And it just, shows in front of you every day or your week of what's coming up. So what I do is, let's say, someone brand new signs up and I send my introduction email and they tell me what day they're going to start. I go straight to my planner and I will write down on Wednesday the 30th, Jane Smith is starting her challenge, and I'll write day 1. And then what I do is I count out days and I write her name in there. So these are the days that I count out and why I do it and where I put their name in my book. So I always write their name 3 days out. Then I write their name 10 days out. Then I write their name 16 days out, and then I write their name 25 days out. And let me tell you what each of those days represents. So counting out from the 30th, I'll count 3 days out, and I'll write her name, and I'll say day 3. that's the perfect time to just say, how are you doing so far? How are you feeling? You know, are you having any trouble with the foods? What do you think of the fiber drink? Whatever it is, day 3, it's just like they've got started. You're just checking in to see how they're doing. Day 10, they're about to finish up their cleanse. By now, they should be feeling great. They should be wondering what's going to happen for the max phase. I reach out on day 10. Ask how they're doing, see what their results are, because you're not supposed to take any measurements or weigh yourself until day 10 and day 25. Or day 11, day 25. So on day 10, I'll reach out. I'll say, how are you feeling? How's the cleanse phase treating you? Get ready for tomorrow, max phase. You're going to feel really energetic. If you have any questions about how you're feeling tomorrow, please reach out to me. So that's what I'll make note on day 10. I'll have their name written out already. Day 16. So day 16 is a really critical day of why I write their name date 16 days out from the day that they first started their challenge. Because day 16, they're starting to wonder, what do I do next? I feel so good. I'm starting to lose weight, inches. What do I do next? Reach out and say, by now you're coming up on your last week. I'm so proud of you. Let's come up with a plan to get you moving forward from day 25 and beyond. For some people, that's just eating clean. Most people at least love Spark, love their M&S, want to get into the performance line, whatever it is. That is a great time to start talking goals. That is also the perfect time to schedule a 3-way phone call. And this is what you would do. Day 16, you're feeling great. I really want to come up with a plan for you for moving forward after your challenge is done, since you're having such great results. Do you have time tomorrow? I want you to talk to, insert sponsor's name. You don't say sponsored. So just say, in our case, I really want you to talk to my friend Lauren, because she had really great results after day 24. And I know that between the two of us, we can come up with a really good plan for you for what to do after you're finished with your challenge. Because your challenge is actually just the start to the rest of your lifestyle change. So that is a great time to pull your sponsor in for a 3-way phone call. All you're saying is, listen, you're doing awesome. I know you're probably starting to wonder what to do after the challenge. Do you have time to talk tomorrow? I'm going to grab a friend who's been doing it longer than me and had some really great results, and we'll come up with a plan that works best for you. Then what will happen on that call is it's my job, or your sponsor's job, to share their story, encourage them, see how they've been doing, but it's also their job to share all 4 ways that you can get involved with AdvoCare, because we don't want people staying retail customers. That's not fair. They deserve a discount at the very least. So it's our job. And if you don't know what those relationships are yourself, reach out to us and we can let you know. But basically, you can remain a retail customer. You can sign up for your own discount. You can also start sharing AdvoCare with people, or maybe you can see this as an opportunity that you can help a lot of people and also, create some financial freedom in your family, as well as if you see this as a business opportunity for yourself that you could do part-time. They are going to be more open to hearing all of that when they are nearing the end of their challenge, because they want to know what their options are. So that 3-way phone call is such a critical thing to bring in as they're wrapping up their challenge, because you want them set up after their challenge to know their choices, be able to pick what they want and to move on with this. And also, they're going to feel awesome and they're going to want to start telling people about this. That's exactly what happened to me. Day 25, I just couldn't stop telling people what I was doing. I didn't know that I could share my distributor site with them because I didn't have one yet. So imagine had somebody told me then during my challenge that I could set myself up to share AdvoCare with a ton of people. Obviously, I eventually figured that out, but we're setting up people to do this straight from the beginning. So day 16, critical just to ask people how they're doing, and we'll set you up for success moving forward in this challenge. Day 25, of course, it's just to reach out, celebrate that they finished their challenge, see how they're doing, tell them you're so proud of them, and then maybe see, who else do you want to share this with, and do you have any questions, and just see what happens. So those 24 days, you just built a relationship. You built trust. You're their go-to person. They're going to go to you throughout all of this. This is how you start to build a base of people that enjoy the culture of AdvoCare because they saw how much you cared about them. You reached out to them. You didn't bombard them every day of their challenge. You didn't, you know, and some people might want daily check-ins. I don't think that will be the majority of people, but be there for people. You know, this coaching process is so critical to creating a relationship with somebody and letting them know that there's so much more to AdvoCare than the products. The products work for everybody, but you are the difference. You're the reason people are going to stick around. So if you show them over those 24 days what they can do, they're more likely to never want to leave, you know, AdvoCare. They're going to love this, and they're going to know that same attention you gave them, and they're going to give that to somebody else when they sign up with them. So again, write their name, the day they begin, and then immediately count out 3 days. Put their name and say day 3. Then count out 10 days. Put their name, write day 10. 16 days. Put their name and write follow, you know, their name day 16, and then day 25. Put their name. And then what you do is when you look at your calendar, you know, you don't have to think about it. You'll see it on your day 16 that which people you have on day 16 that morning. Just first thing in the morning, touch base with them. And your planner will keep track of your challengers for you. And you won't have to be like, oh, goodness, I know they started. I wonder what day they're on. This is great. Even if you, like I said, just have 2 people doing a challenge with you, just to know what days to check in with them. So I hope you find this helpful. This is just something that I really, really, really believe in. And even though, you know, from the beginning, maybe I was putting more work on coaching people along and, you know, meal plans, recipes, and putting the focus so detailed into coaching people. And maybe, yes, as I hold up some really bad food, we will not be eating these after the first. Shane, yes, you can have one. But yeah, you know, I truly believe that giving people an experience over the 24 days is going to be a game changer for not only their results, but for your business. I mean, that is how you create a group of people that trust you and want to be around you. So take those 24 days, make the most of it for themselves, but also, you know, make the most of it for that entire experience, because I really think that that is what's going to grow a steady base of people that are going to continue on in this lifestyle journey with you. So yeah, I hope you find this helpful. If you have questions, just leave them and we'll be happy to help answer them. But yes, I totally suggest a paper planner. You can do the same exact thing in your phone if you want to get alerts the days that they're, you know, the days that they're on their challenge. You could plug it into your phone, but I just love having it right there in front of me. So hopefully this is helpful. If you need any of the documents that I was talking about, just reach out and we'll get them to you. This new challenge, new year is going to be awesome. I know I need it, as you just saw Candy Cane JoJo's, but we're really excited to have so many of you doing this. I think we have over 160 distributors now that are joining for the challenge, and just countless people that we're inviting that are friends and families. And that's why this is so important, just to start this off right and get back to basics. So please follow this, share it with your team, because if they learn the right way to help people throughout AdvoCare, we're just gonna have an awesome team that continues to pay this forward to many others. So thanks for listening. Have a great day, guys, and Happy New Year.